whenever I run a change management team, I'm close to the most hated person in the company. It's right up there with auditors. There's a joke I heard one time, and it's a great joke. The number one cause of IT problems are IT solutions. And that's a joke. It's a running joke. It's an easy joke. Oh, the change management team, they just slipped it right through there. Okay, so they ask the change management team to do heroics to try and stop that. So usually you'll start seeing this pendulum action happening here. They'll ask the change management team to start going beyond change management and going into change control. They want us to get into the testing evidence. They want us to get into implementation plans. We have called SWAT teams during high business impact cycles. We analyze and really dig into the business impact of each ticket. And are we sure that it's been fully tested? But the fact is that a company sets a policy, and the senior leadership by default, therefore, is accepting risk that policy could open up. Oh, sure, it's really sexy to come in and say, we want automation. We want to be able to press a button. We're going to go build the cloud server. Bada bing, it's going to create the change ticket. It's going to log that change ticket first. And then if it fails, we're just going to fail over fast and we're going to go do X, Y, and Z. What we want to be able to do is flip that mentality that if there is a problem with that cycle, that the ramification cannot be, let's clamp this down and no more automation. It has to be, let's learn from that. And that's the other half of the change management process. We put so much effort into the before the change goes in, and for good reason. Some companies will have up to, you choose your percentage, the change success rate, including just normal change tickets. In other words, ones you need a change ticket for, like a non-pre-approved, will be somewhere around 90% to 95%, which means 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 20 changes fail one way or the other. That's a good company, by the way. When you add the standard in, you're up to 95%, but you're being blinded by that. What you have to do is like, okay, so what do I want to do to get that 91 to 95 to 96? Well, the fact is that as we're going with more automation, you're probably not going to get there. You're probably going to get to a point where you're going to understand, and you have to actually look at what happened afterwards. When they're trying to do that process, they're going to try and put it all to the front of the ticket, and that's applaudable. But it's not the job of change management to go get into those shorts. You don't want change management getting into testing. You don't want them getting into implementation plans. You do want them getting into understanding after the fact what happened. And those are post-implementation reviews. At the end of the day, change management needs to have the perception of we understand we have a bad rap. We understand that the number one cause of IT problems are IT solutions, and that we are thirsty to understand the impacts between a change here and its impact over there. We want to know that information and actually take a leadership role and not a spanked puppy role in trying to solve for it. Like, we will not tolerate this. That we want operational excellence. And so when the business partners see that attention to detail and understanding that you appreciate every minute that your business partners don't have a system to work on, it's less money for the company. When they appreciate that you are fighting that same fight as they are, the trust skyrockets. You have a seat at the table. You are the business is willing to invest in mitigation plans for you. It's a powerful thing when you see it. We've been talking cloud for 10 years, and people are finally starting to get what is the possibility. We are guilty in IT and IT ops of hooking on to a sexy idea with the modularization or lean and agile and scrums and DevOps. Sure, we're cool. We are Google. We are beyond cool. But at the end of the day, it's just being aware of what is changing. And I don't think that we have that straight.